plummeted even more because of the problems going on in Egypt. And so it's still going on. Jordan is still doing a tremendous amount of work with bloggers, and they're continuing to see a lot of success. They're also working these days with culinary bloggers, food bloggers, with fashion bloggers even, and just covering all the different angles of the wonderful country of Jordan. And I have to say, they have some of the nicest people in the world, but not nearly as nice as the ones I've met here in Sri Lanka so far. You people are absolutely lovely.
Okay, so the next case study we're going to do is based on working with DMCs. Laurel's going to give us this one. Laurel is the founder of Monkeys and Mountains, an award-winning leading nature and outdoor blog. She's worked with hundreds of DMOs and shows her clients how to use social media to attract more tourists. So, Laurel?
Great, thanks, Travis. I'm so thrilled to be here. As Travis said, the name of my blog is Monkeys and Mountains, and as you know, Sri Lanka has both. And for me, that is such a treat, because there's very few places in the world that have both. So happy to be here. I'm going to talk about two case studies. I snuck an extra one in, because there's a couple different ways that you can work with, that tour companies can work with bloggers. One of the simplest ways is I worked with Yomads, and what they were is they were a brand new travel company targeting people in the 20s and 30s, and they needed to get the word out. So we have our first tour to Everest Base Camp. Nobody knows about it. So they invited me along on the very first trip that went. So it was me as a travel blogger. Everybody else on the trip was a paying guest. And that was a really, really unique experience for me, and very easy for them to organize. We organized the entire thing in about 2 emails. They said, here are the trip dates, this is what you do, the itinerary, do you want to come? And I said, yes, and that was it. So that's something, as a tour operator, it's really simple to organize, and you're also giving the blogger a very authentic experience in terms of what their guests can experience. So that's one way to create awareness that tour companies can work with bloggers. I did another campaign, which was, their goals were very different. This was in Rwanda. I worked with a tour company that took visitors to see gorillas. Everybody that comes to Rwanda wants to see gorillas. The problem was their guests were only staying for 2 days. Yeah, I saw the gorillas, now I'm going to move on. There's nothing else to see in Rwanda. And there's so much else to see in Rwanda. And so what we did is we coordinated and we did a primate safari tour. So for example, the golden monkey. Has anybody ever heard of the golden monkey? No, this is the